What?
I love you, Dad.
Oh, okay. Love you too.
So yeah, going back to like the next stage in your life then.
Yeah.
So you now live on a boat.
Yeah. Boat life is the best decision I think I've made in such a long time.
You see, you said it's a lot cheaper than living in a house. Talk me through like because obviously people
want to move on to a boat.
No. I mean, I would say my total outgoings are probably, let's say if you're renting, I reckon my total outgoings every month are what most people are spending on their rent. I reckon I spend maybe £1,000 a month on housing costs, and that's my Canal and River Trust license. I've got 2 boats actually, so I bought my 14-year-old his own boat.
I saw that in one of your videos.
I think the coolest thing ever to be 14 and have your own boat. It's just a little thing. It's 21 foot. He's got, at 14, he said he's a big lad. He's tall. He needs some space. He's got 2 little brothers. He needs that space, and he really needed that. Everyone on one boat was tight. It was really tight. But he's now got his own, so he's paid licenses for 2 boats. That works out, I don't know, £200 a month. For our license, which is a bit like our council tax. That gives us access to the canals, water points, bins, all that kind of stuff. A bit like the same stuff council tax would pay for. 90% of my electricity is solar. I don't really pay electricity bills. I'd say maybe 80% of the year we don't have to do anything else for power. It all just comes from the sun, which is great. So free electric for most of the year. Water, as I said, we can fill up and collect if we want, but I've also built a water filtration system so I can be completely self-sufficient, so I can actually take the canal water, filter it through.
You drink the canal water?
So we don't drink it. We generally use bottled water for drinking.
Right, fine.
The only reason we don't drink it, we could chlorinate it, and then we definitely cook with it, no question. The only reason I don't drink it is because our water tank is the same age as my boat. It was built in 1972, and it's a bit rusty, so it comes out a bit kind of murky, rusty kind of. Eventually I'll fit a new tank and we'll drink it. We'll drink the canal water, which is just so completely self-sufficient. And I wanted to kind of be as off-grid as I could possibly be, and just live off my own back as much.
I think that's like I think it's most men's little dream.
I know. Tell me about it. Yeah,
I think after the whole Rona thing. I was like, if I didn't have misses and kids, I would 100% have just lived off grid.
And that's really what I ended up doing. So I originally moved onto a boat with my girlfriend, and we had a 70-foot narrowboat. With her 2 children. She's got a 5-year-old and an 11-year-old. We split up, and I went and got my own boat. Very, very amicable split. She was going through a lot at the time, personal stuff, and we ended up just splitting and going our own ways. And I got my own boat.
How long was your one?
50 foot, my boat. So much smaller. That 20 foot makes a massive difference. Her boat feels like a palace compared to mine. It's huge, absolutely huge. She's got 3 bedrooms. She's got toilets. Crazy, it's huge. And so I went off and bought my boat that I now live on with the boys. And I bought that, and it was just me. It was like, this is a single mouth paradise. Had a massive full width kind of double bed, had nice kind of shower, I put my kind of stereo in, what more do I need? It was like perfect. And then obviously suddenly the boys are moving in with me, and it was a whole different world. And at that point, so it's got one bedroom. I've split the main bedroom into 2 beds, so there's 2 single beds. Then I don't have a bedroom still at this point. I sleep on the sofa bed, which we always leave out. We don't even fold it up anymore. It's like, what's the point? We'll just pile on my bed. It's fine. But that's kind of the main living area. And then Oliver's on his boat. But before we got Oliver's boat, I was sharing a bed with the 2 boys, and Oliver was on the sofa bed, and that was too much. It was too difficult. And he, more than anything, he just needed that space. Teenage boy needs to get away and do whatever. It's not a canal. So his isn't a narrowboat. We call it a canal cruiser or a river cruiser. It's a fiberglass boat, whereas most narrowboats are big steel shelled long things. It looks a bit more like a little mini yacht. Would be the best way to describe it. Tow it along, and he can cruise it. He can go off on it if he wants at any point. He can cruise that around and take his mates out for a spin. The ultimate aim for him is I actually think that boat will keep, and it will end up going to Thomas, who's now 10, when he's that bit older, so he can get his own space once he gets 12, 13, 14 kind of age. Again, every kid's different when they need that. And ultimately, I'd like then Oliver to get his own narrowboat and gradually just kind of move away from me. Like, just...
You're going to be towing him. 6 boats behind you.
It'd be gone. There'd just be a hold flotilla, weren't there, of boats coming along. But for him, I mean, these kids can't move out, can they? Kids can't get houses, and it's like the people of 30-year-olds are still struggling to move out from parents' house. It's really difficult. But if I can have him on his own boat, 17, 18 years old, he has the choice then. He can come with me and moor up with us, or he can go off and do something else.
That's sick, though, right?
As a teenager, it's
See, narrowboat though, does it rock quite a lot? I'm thinking of like the sickness.
I don't notice it at all.
Okay.
I barely notice it. In fact, sometimes if I'm on dry land, it feels a bit weird for too long. I'm like, this feels weird. I'm not moving around. What's going on? So I don't notice it. Probably, it's like a doorbell. If someone climbs on the boat, the boat rocks.
Right.
So no one could ever break in if you're there, because you instantly feel it the moment someone steps on it. Oliver's little boat, that rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a different shape. Barges have like a flat hull, so they're quite stable. Okay. Whereas the canal cruisers have this V-shaped hull like this. So when you get on it, it really, really moves along. It really feels like you. If you stand on the side, it feels like you could capsize the thing. I mean, you couldn't, but it feels like you could.
How did he find it when he first moved on to
it? They were used to the boat because they were still coming. I had been on the boat for a couple of years when they moved on, so they'd been on it and they'd spent a lot of time on the boats. So that was okay. And Oliver, my eldest, has just taken to boat life. I can never imagine not being on a boat. To the point now, so Oliver's no longer at school. We're technically homeschooling him. Again, school's failed Oliver. I don't think Oliver made any mistakes with school. I think school's made a lot of mistakes for Oliver, and even after he moved in with me, they were living in Bedfordshire and they were in a school in Bedfordshire. And it just was too far to get him to school every day from Milton Keynes. I wanted to stay in Milton Keynes. My support network's here. And so initially I said, right, let's get you in school in Milton Keynes. 8 months later, they still hadn't given him a school place. And he was just out of school. And at that point then, when they finally did say, all right, we've got you a school place, it's like, no way, I'm doing it. I'm done. I've had 8 months of something else. I'm not going back. I think if they had got him straight away, right, he's been through all this, he needs this stability, he needs to get into school, and they had stepped up a little bit more, maybe his situation would be different, and maybe he would be fitting more into mainstream school. But he's not, and it's not for him, and I'm more than happy for it not to be for him. It's different.
What do you think he's where does he want to go with?
He's going to be very hands-on. We're talking actually at the moment with a boat builder that's going to do some work experience with him. So he's going to go to work with a boat builder in Oxfordshire to go and look at how boats are built and work on engineering and carpentry and just all those things that are involved, which even if it ends up not being boats, those skills are so transferable. Yeah. And I tell you what, you talk about success. If he wants to make money, something like carpentry and anything like that for boats, engineering, and
I like you did that as well. You just send them there so we can fix your.
Yeah, that's it. I said I need a mechanic. Constantly need a mechanic. My boat is 50 years old. Like, she needs work, right? So yeah, come and fix it.
And there's a lot. There's a lot of money in boats as well. So it's actually it's such a different thing. I've seen some guys that make like incredible like yachts and stuff, and it's like
it's
unique,
a really unique and a skill that's almost a dying skill in some areas as well. Because young people don't want to do these hands-on jobs at the moment. They want to be influencers. Yeah, I know. Which
or YouTubers,
or who on earth would want to do social media?
TikTokers and all
that, isn't it? No, don't do it.
We wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
That's ridiculous.
Hands-on, hard workers. Absolutely.
What was you gonna say?
Keeping those soft hands.
Yeah,
I've got some weirdly soft hands, man. Shook my hand the other day. They ain't done a day's work in their lives.
Yeah.
I'm not going to swear.
For once.
Yeah.
Why? You never don't normally swear.
My mum had a go at me for swearing the other day. She's like, you need to stop swearing on camera. Say fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
I was like, no. No. It's not a chance.
My 14-year-old swears way too much in front of his dad. I'm always like, I wouldn't have swore like that in front of my dad. There's no way. I would have got like a slap for that. Yes. And his answer to me was, fuck off, Dad. I'm like, mate, cheers. Oliver and I have got a really unique relationship. It's really close. We are incredibly close, and the fact I actually almost feel kind of proud that you can tell him to fuck off. It's a bit, it's quite nice.
I'm quite strict with that sort of thing. But what there is what you're saying is it's comfortable enough with you. And then you guys have been for a lot, and it's something that you guys can just do, and it's relieving himself.
Yeah, and I am for Oliver. I'd be totally different from the other two. That bit younger, they are not swearing. If they swear at me, there's trouble.
Yeah.
But for Oliver, for his personality, for that relationship we've got, honestly, things like that, so relaxed at the moment.
Are you more relaxed on him because you see a mirror image of yourself?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And I know what absolutely didn't work for me. And people telling me, do you know, anyone telling me what to do at his age, full stop, would have been telling me what to do. Absolutely saying, you have to do this. How do I know? I don't have to do that. Show me. Why do I have to do it? No, I don't.
Prove you wrong.
Just rebellious for no reason.
Absolutely. And I know he would do the same.
That's exactly why I said it, because that was me. 100% done.
And I know he would be the same. I know the more pressure I put on him, say, right, you need to go this route or do this thing, I'd lose him. Completely lose him. He'll do whatever he wants to do on that perspective. Whereas if I can guide him and if I can lead by example a little bit more and instill some of my values, and I think that for him is the way to go.
It's like a guided decision of allowing him to make his own decisions based off of the information that you're sort of
absolutely. Yeah.
If you was to go tomorrow, not trying to be morbid, what was the one value that you would want them to take throughout the rest of their lives?
Positivity. I genuinely do think it's such an important part of my life now. The fact that not being a victim for yourself and to be able to find positives in absolutely every experience is really important to me. And
that's shone through from you as well.
Yeah, and I really try that, and vulnerability as well. I think that's just as important. I think the fact that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to discuss things that are hard work and to open up about, even as a man as well. No one ever told me, oh, men don't cry, men don't do this. And I was never told that, but I've certainly felt it over the years that you can't be vulnerable, you have to be strong, you have to do this. And no, be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I think
Can you show vulnerability in front of your children?
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah. And my boys have seen me cry way more lately than others. Absolutely.
Why more lately?
I've been allowing myself to, and I think that's what it is. I've had some situations where I've cried and I've still gone, oh, sorry, I shouldn't have done that type thing. But then I kind of checked myself. I'm like, no, it's all right. It's all good. I cried in my boy's school reception a few months ago, which it was so embarrassing. But I also don't care. I'd had Oliver, my eldest, it was when it was kind of at this transition where we were kind of in and out of school a little bit, and he'd had a really bad day where he was kind of off the rails a bit, and he was down, really down, and struggling with the whole idea of his mum and things. And we were late for school, and we got into the reception, and the receptionist they ask you, oh, why are you late? And I just started sobbing. I was like, that's all she heard. There was no real words coming out, and she still doesn't have a clue why we were late. She was like, oh. I felt so sorry for this poor woman that just was doing her job, asking, oh, why are you late? It was the traffic or whatever. She was thinking I was going to say, like, nice normal answer. And there's me going, absolutely everything. Honestly, she was just kind of tapping on the shoulder like this. I did slight distance, like, they're there. You'll be okay. Yeah, you'll be okay. I have no idea what's going on right now. But no, I do. I really do now. I've really managed to, and I feel like I talk about it a lot. And a lot of the kind of content I create online has been about being vulnerable as a man and allowing myself to cry and allowing myself to admit that this is really fucking hard work sometimes. So I need to act on that. I can't just say it. If I just say it and then go absolutely straight back to normal life before, it would be.
It's funny. Our most viewed YouTube short is me saying it's fucking tough being our dad.
Yeah.
That's our most viewed YouTube short.
But isn't it? And we no one ever wants to admit that it's so hard. So hard.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like it's just being open and honest and saying, we struggle here.
Yeah. And there's not a parent out there that doesn't. And you look online, you look on social media, and you see these kind of perfect families and happy smiley faces. It's nonsense. I don't believe any of them. They're lying.
I think my relationship was when we were on social media. It's one of the things that I found not necessarily hard, but a lot of other people was shocked when I split up with mine.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, oh, I thought you two were perfect.
Yeah.
Because online,
you just don't show it.
You looked really good. Like you looked like you had the perfect sort of life going on. You looked happy. But obviously, you never can see the stuff that's going on behind. And I think it's true. What you show on social media, and it's good that there are people out there that are showing real stuff on social media. It's nice. So even just down to like the fact that, I mean, you ain't even worn your makeup today. So
there you go. That's a big deal.
Normally he's sort of buffed himself up and stuff.
Wow. Yeah. The wig and everything as well. Just, the hair extensions.
Well, it's funny because him saying this he wanted to change sides. Why did you want to change
Oh,
sides?
is it your bad side?
Why did you want to change sides? So when we was downstairs in our other set, I was on this side, he was on that side. Why did you want to change side, bro?
Well, I was just saying because my hair looks a bit better on this
Okay,
side.
it's a good side, bad
that's
side.
funny.
So wait a minute, you've been on TV, right?
Yeah.
A couple of
Here we
times.
go. Here we go.
What were you saying with the producers? Like, only film from like this side.
No, I'm just going a little bit thinner on this side, so I was like,
okay, mate, why do you think I wear a hat?
So I went bald gracefully.
Yeah, no, I just wear a hat.
It's the lights.
You're going bald.
Yeah.
Not
I'm trying to
gracefully.
keep it on. I'm older than you. It's a child, do you know what I mean?
No,
These lights coming through, it's shining my scalp.
So is it the trip to Turkey or?
Mate, I think I would.
Yeah, I would. I'd do it. I don't even care. I would do it.
I want to go to Turkey.
Yeah, I would go.
I'd get a beard transplant.
Yeah, okay.
I'd love to just get like a really thick lump.
I think some people can, like, you can rock a bald head. I don't think I can rock a bald head.
No, I don't think I could either.
It just looks weird. I've got this really long head.
Yeah.
And it just looked long.
A little Indian head.
I'm convinced I keep telling people that I'm not receding at all. I've just got a massive forehead. That's just, I'm not receding.
Your forehead's just
My forehead's just great. Yeah.
Did you see the video? Oh, you weren't seeing it. You. KSI the other day took his bandana off.
Yeah.
And raw. That motherfucker's got.
Yeah.
He doesn't have dreams. He watches movies. I swear, his head starts from back here. It is crazy. I'll try and find the video of you and show you.
There is a point. There is a point where you just got to give up. I think I'm going to get there eventually.
To be fair, it was only like a little patch here that I was just like not happy with, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
I'm there. It's there, man. It's gone. It's way back. But I always wear a hat, so no one knows. And my hair on top's long enough that I can make it look like with a hat that I've got hair still.
Loads of hair.
Loads of hair. Yeah, loads. Full head of hair, no problem.
Get a hat.
Get a hat. The answer. It's cheaper than going to Turkey.
True that.
Yeah, but I would happily get like I want a nice thick beard, and then I'll be like, I can live with having a beard.
I've never had a decent beard. You've got a sick beard.
This is growing now. It takes a bit. I get when it first couple of weeks, it gets all patchy, and I have to get past that point, and then I have to shave it back. Right. So I kind of have to grow it out and then shave it back.
It's not like that. My beard's terrible.
But bald heads are just high testosterone, right? So the higher your testosterone levels, the balder your head.
He shaves it.
So it just
That's actually true.
Yeah. That's what.
You just playing my
No, absolutely, male. Yeah, absolutely.
High testosterone.
Male pattern baldness, especially, is generally due to higher levels of testosterone that make you go bald. So if you're receding, you're super manly.
So I had like a little patch here, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna get rid of it all. But when I had done that photo shoot for you, I had like I had big hair.
Photo shoot. Do I need to ask what the photo shoot was? Is this like
nothing on his dog and stuff?
Yeah. I was gonna say, was it in a car park again? Was it?
So this was for my company, the Purple.
Oh yeah.
And I've got a clothing line for that. So
you were a model.
You modelled all my clothing.
You're a model, the clothing model.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then tries to mug me off that
CV.
on his website.
Yeah.
Modelling,
pointing out
with his sister.
Yeah. Excellent.
This guy. I mean, I couldn't find anyone else.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, free.
Wow.
Free, available, willing.
Wow. Yeah. Why are you doing that?
I couldn't keep modelling it all myself. Everyone was like, it's the same.
I'm sick of seeing you in every single photo.
Yeah. Going back to like your boating life.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really spoke about actually what it is that you've got a whole channel. So Andy's got his whole channel of what he does on the boat. What's it called?
So 4 Boys on a Boat is the channel. So mostly Instagram, TikTok. I use a bit of YouTube, but not a lot. Instagram is kind of our main platform for most things. And I literally, it's happened absolutely accidentally. I never planned to be a content creator or I hate the word influencer or an influencer. Who am I influencing? To do what? I don't know.
Move on a
boat. Yeah. Get on a boat. Do it. Yeah. Do it. Yeah. But it's just happened accidentally. I was sharing just little snippets, bits and bobs of my life. I've got a really close friend of mine, Adam Lind, who's got a channel called Adam Floating Home, and he's a boater. Him and his wife live on a boat together, and he has a massive audience, 500,000 followers on Instagram, huge. And he just shared a video about us, and overnight, this one video, thanks to this one person who obviously is an influencer because he influenced a lot of people. Yeah. Loads of people started following me, and I don't have 500,000 followers yet. We're not quite on your Instagram celebrity status yet, but it's coming. And so this one video, I think an extra 10,000 people just suddenly followed me on Instagram. And gradually I started to take it a bit more seriously and share more reels. And I share a lot about obviously living on a boat and parenting and some of the practical side of that. I would say the content is more about parenting, about men's mental health specifically, and about vulnerability. I have got videos where I literally am crying. I have no issue with, I put everything out on there as openly and as real as I possibly can. And that's been so important to me. Like, if I'm going to have a following, I'm not going to make this whimsical life up that's magical, beautiful canal scenes. There's elements of that. Sometimes on a boat is incredible. It's beautiful. Really beautiful. But there's hard work as well. I have to empty my own toilets. I have to, I run out of water. Sometimes I run out of electricity. It's physical. We're chopping wood. We're lugging coal. Sometimes the car's kind of 5-10 minute walk away, and we've got all your shopping you have to carry up. There's physically hard elements to it. We're in a small space as well. We're a whole family living in a 6 foot wide space.
But do you find that you've got closer as a family?
Well, yes and no. My kids argue as more than most. I'm sure, because you're there constantly, you're on top of each other. It's not like one's just off in their room, one's here, you're on top of each other. So the arguments happen, bickering, physical fights between the older two still happen. And I
mean, that's good though.
I'm sure.
They're dealing with it.
They are.
They can't run away.
No, there's no way they're running away. No, there's nowhere to run away to at all. But my favourite thing about it is, I would say, the amount of people that said to me when they first moved in, the kids haven't got a garden. My goodness, they've got a garden. It's huge.
Everywhere's a garden.
Everywhere's a garden.
The weirdest comment.
I know. There's such an incredible garden.
They've got a full-on canal in their garden.
Anywhere on the canal they want to go, and they are outdoors. And how many kids are outdoors these days?
We literally spoke about this the other day.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. My kids still got devices. They've got an Xbox. They've got an iPad. They've got phones.
Yeah, so let's talk about the setup in your
I know. Do you know what? So my son's on his own boat. He's got a full gaming PC. He sits in games and
Don't say that to him.
Who knows? He's playing all sorts of stuff. He's got that's right. No, he's got a full setup, and he spends at night. He'll sit up and game on his PC and do that. So
probably must be like playing Call of Duty.
Rocket. It's like a sim, isn't it? Yeah, the whole thing it's like a full sim rig. But we're not power wise. I've done masses of upgrades. Before I moved onto the boat, I had no clue about electronics. I had no clue about any of that. But you either got to have a lot of money or you got to learn, because hiring people to build that kind of thing is expensive, really expensive. But doing it yourself actually generally doesn't cost a great deal. So also we've got solar panels. Between the two boats, we've got about 1,000 watt of solar, which is a lot. Split between the two. And then we have basically a 12-volt battery setup. They're a bit like car batteries. Big car batteries really is what runs the entire system. And I upgraded the entire system to kind of new lithium batteries, so they last a long time. They're really powerful. We've got so much power. And then we run through an inverter that basically converts the 12-volt batteries into standard 240-volt 3-pin plugs, usual home electrics. So and that can run. I mean, we've got an air fryer. You can run some high-powered stuff. We've got TV, got 2 Xboxes actually. And I know
because I read somewhere you got like a projector and a gaming setup.
Yeah, so we kind of ended up building a bit of a whole kind of gaming area for the boys for their Xbox and for their So we had so we run off a 5G router, so it's a bit like a mobile phone connection, but it's a router with an aerial on the roof, and it does depend on where you are. So some spots is amazing. I mean,
someone's middle of gaming.
Also gone. Sometimes you've got nothing at all. Honestly, so it does depend on where we are. Central Milton Keynes is awful. You think we're in this massive city?
Oh mate, as soon as I leave my house,
why have we got no signal? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense why in this day and age we're in this big city, new city. And we've got absolutely awful phone signal, and I don't get it. But it's powerful. It runs everything. We generally in most areas, so we learn and actually one of the things that we think about where we're more in is often how good's the internet. Especially more for me now because I'm doing the content creation. I need to edit and upload and do all that stuff. If all of a sudden your 60-second reel is going to take 2 hours to upload.
So you currently earn a living from Instagram? Then?
So it's just tipping the balance now, where I'm just starting to earn a living from Instagram now. Wow. And that's come from a few other things. I have an agent now, which is insane, right? And my agent, their job is to get me kind of deals with brands and do. I guess it's advertising. So brands will come to me and say, right, can you product placement type things? Can you do a reel about this or a story or whatever?
Do you want to talk about some of the brands you're working with? Are you allowed to?
Can I at the minute? Who can I talk about their work with?
I
can't at the moment talk about anyone. No, because everything's either come to an end and I'm only going to talk about it if they pay me more. Sorry, guys. Or it's still kind of in the. One thing I will talk about, I can't name anything, but we've got some TV deals coming through.
Okay.
I'm actually in a position where I've got 2 TV shows fighting over me, which is crazy. This morning I've been going back and forth to different producers.
We got you in the right time.
Yeah, man, tell me about it. Trying to decide.
Fucking celebrity over here.
Trying to decide which TV show I'm going to go on.
Okay.
Which is nuts, right? Absolutely nuts.
I reckon you'll do sick on I'm a Celebrity.
It's going to be, I'm a celebrity. I'll do that. It's not one of them, but again, I'm a celebrity. Really? I'm more than willing to get on there.
Don't talk to us.
Yeah.
Talk to your own.
What are they on? ITV. My email is. But no, to have kind of 4 shows like arguing over getting you on there is like crazy, right? So depending on what direction we're going, what we do by next spring we'll be on. Well, I can say either Netflix or Channel 4. Not decided yet. Not
really
quite there yet.
So that's going to be like, I'm assuming it's your own boat in.
There's going to be a bit of that, a bit of very much lifestyle TV shows. Cool. So there's definitely TV stuff coming.
My kids are going to see this pod and then they'll be like, we need to watch that TV show.
We'll find the TV show now. Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be fun. To do the TV shows is going to be really interesting.
With the social media, obviously you've been working on that. I happened to notice the other day you got a comment, and I wondered how obviously.
The negative comments.
I wonder how when you go into social media. I know this, and not I've got a following, but you get. Some people are positive, some people are negative, and there's always someone who's going to try and say something negative. How often do you get that, and how do you normally deal with that?
Very rarely. Yeah. Very, very rarely, actually. I find, genuinely, I think, social media and the internet gets a really bad name for negativity, and I haven't found that. I think 95% of people in the world are nice and pretty cool. Yeah. Most people are nice. Most people mean well. Most people care.
But they get behind a computer and that's when it's ends.
But they can change. So the one I had recently over the past couple of days was criticising me and men in general, I would say, suggesting that men get praised as dads more than women, and that there's a misogyny in this, that men can do the bare minimal when people are praising them. And they're saying, I think the word was that my content was dripping in misogyny, because, which is just nuts, really, because I don't actually really talk about gender at all, about being a man, or sometimes I'll say I'm a single dad or a solo parent or whatever. And again, even single dad is a strange term, because I've got a girlfriend, I have a partner, so I'm not single, but I parent solo. So am I a single dad? Maybe, who knows? There's all layers to this. And the idea is that as dads, we can just, if we take our kids to the park, people will praise us for it. Now, I have experienced that. I've certainly earlier on, as in my parenting journey, I remember being described as, your dad's babysitting today. I find that so patronising. That's not praise.
Yeah.
That's not. In fact, I think the sexism is implying that we're incapable. That's not that. I don't feel praised by that.
You go to a play area or something, and it's like, and particularly we found it. We're going to go into add the extra element of race in there. That it's like, dad's got them for the day or for the hour.
Yeah, that's why I hate taking my kids to like McDonald's or anything on a weekend.
But that's it. That's just dad's doing the McDonald's. There you go. Off
and
you
I'm
go.
just like, no, I do literally equally as much.
I'm
as my
a good dad.
Yeah. Come on, I'm just a dad.
So when I took my son to Ibiza, and that's saying that, I took my son to Ibiza, and then literally on the check-in desk, got to the check-in desk with my son. The woman behind the counter looked at him and was like, so it's just you and your son? And I was like, yeah. So like, she goes, you're brave.
Oh, really?
I was like, I'm brave. I was like, would you say that to a mother taking? Would you say that to a mother taking away her child? She was like, no. I was like, so why the fuck do you think you can say it to me?
Yeah.
I was like, he came out of my nuts. I can do I swear to God, I said, he came out of my nuts. I can do everything from...
My favourite, I've literally used that insult to my son before. Like, just remember you came out of my nuts. Like, that's it.
Oh, my daughter. I say to my daughter all the time.
Remember.
My son says, Dad, I'm not for special. I might have won the race, but I'm like, really? I won the race. That's what he says all the time.
Brilliant. That's hilarious.
That really
I do. It really gets me. And so this person, this comment, it was on a Facebook, one of my reels on Facebook, I think, was implying that that is praise, and we should we're privileged as men because people praise us for parenting. That is not praise at all. That is patronizing. That is implying that because I'm a man, I can't parent as well as women. And sometimes I feel like it. I feel sometimes I do sit back and think, gosh, women seem to be so much more natural at doing these things and do this so much better. And I have questioned so many times was, my goodness, can I ever do this as well as mum could? And the answer is I'd never do it the same as mum would. It's never going to be the same. Then life living just with me was never going to be the same as life living with just with mum. But that's the same for any parents or 2 mums or whatever. So it's
I'd
not.
Also argue in that,
I feel that boys need their dads to be raised.
I definitely think it does help. I think it depends on the mum. But I think also, if you look at statistically, I think most men, and maybe I'm wrong, and probably come at me in the comments, but whatever.
Go for it.
Okay. He should be commenting.
Yeah, that's it. Any engagement's good engagement. Just.
But I think a lot of men that are single parents are also still working.
Yeah.
And a lot of women that are single parents are not always working.
Yeah.
They're more living, tend to be, I don't know, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't know the full statistics on it, but
I think this is dangerous.
It's probably dangerous.
Walking on eggshells.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. There's nothing wrong with a bit of controversy for that.
I'll dance on it.
Yeah.
As a single parent myself, I'm a single parent, single dad, but I'm also, I run 2 businesses and I'm still trying to, I don't rely on the government for any funds. So to try and so what I'm saying is, it's all well and good. Like you're still working and you're still doing those things to provide for your kids. So when she says that, dads get all the praise.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're still working and still being the provider as well as being the parent at home. And that I think is one of the things that I think is very difficult because
such hard balance, isn't it?
Yeah, because I need to be able to work to provide, keep their food in their mouths, keep the roof over their head. But in the same breath, I've still got to try and be there for them and hang out with them, play with them, do fun things with them, and do these and that's really difficult.
It's hard to be everything.
It is
everything,
and you take sacrifice. And if I didn't have them, I'd probably be earning a whole lot more money, and I'd be able to do a whole lot more. But I do have them, and
you would keep a lot of your money as well. That's the difference.
We talked about it, didn't we? We were saying in terms of what's important to you. I've sacrificed my money and things I could have done and holidays for them, and as I'm sure we all have. But I think that's sometimes the difference when it is not always, because there are plenty of mums out there that are working as well as being. But I think maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like more men than they're single tend to have work.
I think there's still elements of traditional roles out there as well. I mean, that's still happening in relationships as well. I think that's maybe sometimes where for us dads it becomes less natural because we probably go into parenthood in more of a traditional role where dad go to work, provide, mum stay at home. Again, not always. But I think there's still an element of that traditional family setup that exists.
I feel like it's very difficult now for people to have a single salary coming into a home.
Yeah, because it's so difficult. So difficult. I look at some people doing that, like I said, as single parents and living in a house. That's one of the reasons we're on a boat and just think, how does anyone provide and survive, let alone thrive on a single household income with rent and bills and everything else, food. And it's insane. Anyone that's doing it, I think, is doing an incredible job. Absolutely anyone. And that's why for me, the whole kind of male and female divide on my content is just never mentioned. Obviously, there are times where I talk about being a man because that's my experience. Because I am. Weirdly enough, my experience is
even in this day and age.
I know. I'm still a man. I am. And
are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, I know. I am a man, guys. I am.
For now.
And that's where my experience comes from. I can't talk about any other experience. I would be wrong to start talking about being a single mum and praising single. It would be weird. Why would I know single parents, single mums living on a boat that are content creators. Yeah, that's their thing. Yeah, why would I?
Did you reply to that person?
I did, and I don't often.
Did she reply back?
Yeah, we're still having a bit back and forth, which I don't often do.
Absolute battling.
I know we are, and I don't often. My general advice to anyone doing content creators is just ignore all the comments.
Yeah.
I just ignore them.
Even the positive ones.
I don't obsess with replying as much as I did. So anyone that's commented, I'm really sorry if I've not replied. Sorry, because that can be so consuming. And the same with messages. I've got to the point now where I've got my inbox is often quite full with messages. I can't. It'd be a full-time job to sit and reply to comments and messages. I can't do it. So I will generally, and often these comments are similar things being said. So I will generally comment, thank you, everybody, for what. And for a while I did get to this point. Every single one I was replying to, and I do sometimes still. Yeah. If I can, if I'm just sat and I'm scrolling, I'll go on and I'll reply to some comments. But I don't put pressure on myself to now because I've got millions of comments across the board now in reality, and that is impossible to deal with. Couldn't do it.
What's the next view then? What's the next?
So
talked about obviously TV.
Yeah. There's so much happening, which is great, and that's really interesting. And again,
I'm excited about one of your brand deals.
Yeah, absolutely. That will come soon. We'll make sure we talk about that more. It's not official yet, so it's got to come out. I'm waiting for a product, and once that product's there, then we're in. Hopefully more brand deals. The important thing for me with working with brands is they are within my
remit of what. Your brand,
my brand, and that they fit. I'm not going to go and I won't do a McDonald's ad. It wouldn't fit me. There'd be no point. I turned down a good brand deal for a nappy company. My youngest is 7. He's not in nappies. What's the point? It wouldn't be true. So I will turn down brand deals if they don't fit me as a brand and my family or my ethics and morals and those kind of things. So everything has to fit in. If it doesn't fit, I won't do it. I don't care what the money is. I'll turn it down. Maybe. Everyone's got a price, right?
Red Bull just drops him a 2 mil and he's like,
maybe I'm suddenly a really big fan of Red Bull. But for the most part, I think I still just want to be honest to who I am.
I think that's important.
But I'm writing at the moment, and I would love that to become a book. I'm actually writing for me has become a form of therapy, to be honest. It's been really cathartic. I've written almost a memoir at the moment of my entire life.
Oh wow.
From start to finish, which has been really interesting to do because it triggers things back up and you remember things that happened. And
you can let the kids read it.
Yeah, I think so. Eventually. Yeah. We'll see how much I edit, and there'll be bits that maybe shouldn't, who knows? I think there'll be
by the time they read it, maybe.
Yeah, I think when they're older, I think that would
What made you start writing?
I was journaling to start with. I'd kind of heard this idea of journaling and it being, again, a bit of a mindful act and I was journaling my day and what had happened and just using it again as a moment to stop and reflect on whatever that might have been. And originally I was just journaling that, like, as I went along, what the day had looked like, how I had felt, and that sort of things. And then accidentally started writing some bits about the past as well, and that just grew. And I found myself just jotting down my thoughts and ideas, and certainly on mindset and that idea of positivity and things. I wrote a lot about that. So originally, it just kind of happened. And I looked, I had like 20 odd thousand words of just random nonsense to start with in one go. And now it's about double that. I think there's kind of 40, 50,000 words already in place, really, before I've even gone, I'm going to write a book. So the fact that I've got that base, it would be amazing to turn that into an actual
We'll have to look out for that.
book.
For sure.
Would be the next. That's my goal. I think that's the biggest thing I'm looking to do. It's difficult. Memoirs are really difficult. Publishers, unless you're a celebrity. I mean, who am I? As for the grand scheme of things, am I someone who's they're going to go, I'd love to know what his life is about? Possibly not. So I think the next thing will probably be to incorporate more of that mindset stuff, maybe incorporate ideas from other people and things as well into that, maybe have some guest writers on there and see if it can become a book and something that people might read. Let's see what happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there might be an audio book.
Get him audible.
yeah, we'll do audible.
How did you say that? You must have watched one of ours. Wow. See, did you hear that? It's just assumed I can't even read.
But if you sign up to the Patreon, fund reading.
Fun reading lessons.
All right, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Mate, it's been awesome.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, it's been honestly eye-opening to experience, and your positivity, I think, has shone through massively.
Good. No, that's what I think is really important for all of us. I mean, it can make such a difference in our life.
Yeah.
No,
it's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And happy birthday again.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, mate. I can't believe you came on your birthday.
No, absolutely. I said 42 now. It's like, I don't want to think about it.
I'm absolutely
not doing that on my birthday. No, it's all
getting
good.
his hair done.
Yeah. Going to Turkey.
So that's pretty much the end of this episode.
Do you want to say your social media?
Oh, yes, please. That'd be great. If you could follow me on at 4 Boys on a Boat. So it's the number 4 Boys on a Boat on Instagram or TikTok, please.
We'll put his link in our description.
Nice one. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you very much. I really
Cheers.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Superstars.
All right. Thanks very much for watching this pod. It's been a really interesting one. So yeah, please again like, share, and comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Dad, are you finished yet? Dad.
Yeah, man, we finished this episode now. Come on, let's go out, kids.